Hi everyone, this is Ethan with Beware Beekeeping. Today we're just doing a quick check on our drone comb in this first hive, and then in the second hive we're going to be swapping the medium frame or medium box to the top, and also looking for signs of our queen because we didn't see much signs last time. Just we're a week later, wanted to check on it, so we'll get going here. Putting that box right behind you. All right. So yeah, it's been about a week since we put this drone comb on, and we did a mite test last week too, so just checking how we're looking here. I'm gonna put this right behind you. All right, so this drone comb is this green one right here in the middle. We'll just kind of pull some of these out here to get a better idea what we're looking at here. So outside frame, not a whole lot on it. All right, well, inside, got a little bit of wonky comb that they're building up, but they're putting some good honey on it, so not upset about that at all. Yeah, we'll just probably let them deal with that for right now. I don't want to upset them. If I can get a little bit of smoke on there, hun. There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I moved this frame in last week, but so they haven't really started building it up. But what they have done is they've built this a little bit wider. So it's because there wasn't anything on the inside of it to measure against. So, but you can see right here how they've connected. Since the drone comb didn't have any foundation on it, they've connected the top here. So we're gonna have to go through and kind of cut all that. So
didn't have any beeswax.
Well, it didn't. Yeah,
on the foundation.
Yeah. Can I just get a bunch of smoke here because I'm gonna have to saw some of this out here. Yeah. So that's the risk you run. I didn't have any drone comb with drawn out foundation. So, but this has only been a week, so this is the big test. And
Ooh.
Well, our drone comb is going to become a honey.
Oops. Well, should be a lot of honey.
Yep.
Maybe this side will be your drone comb.
I don't know. Yeah, they're building this up. They're making it pretty large, so yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
But you could tell this is actually very interesting. Look at
What's going on here? This is that black stuff.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. They might have had some kind of issue.
Do we want to scrape that off right there?
Oh, you know what that might be? I waxed this with some propolized wax. So that's probably a little bit of propolis in there.
Oh, kind of looks like mold.
Yeah.
I think we should scrape it.
All right. But anyway, what I was going to point out is look at how the different in the size cells are over here. So they're actually making like worker bee cells, and then you have the wider ones. So this is an example of them building above the foundation that they're given to make their own size cells.
Interesting. You can't really see my video, so I have no idea what quality it's going to be.
I think we'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, best laid plans, right? We hoped this would be drone comb, and they just decided to make it honey. But that's not a problem. That's it doesn't go as intended sometimes, but that's fine. So that's really all we were gonna do here.
You want to find the queen in this one?
It was in the other hive. I mean, we can keep going.
Keep going and make sure there's eggs on this box since we.
Yeah, well, so this one I'm thinking this is probably all just gonna be this top is gonna be honey. Can I just get smoke right down here on this? Here, I'll get this side over here too. There we go. Okay. You want to grab that or that go? Yeah, so this top box for the past several inspections has been pretty much honey. Oh nope, I stand corrected. There is some new larvae at the bottom there. They have just hatched. from their eggs. So that's probably day 4 or 5. That's good to see. Let's see what we got on this other side here. If I can get my head out of the way so I can see down in the cells, that's usually pretty helpful. I'm really not seeing too much in the bottom. Oh, maybe some eggs. Yeah, I think that might be some eggs. Kind of hard to see down there. Gotta get the light just right.
What's going on with this bee right here?
The one sticking its head in there?
Is she okay right here?
Yeah, I think she was
Just getting a drink?
Yeah, or maybe, yeah, cleaning maybe. So yeah, actually seeing good activity of the queen here within a few days. So I think that's good enough for us here on this one.
Okay.
Don't really need to see the queen. She's also really hard to find because her blue dot has pretty much gone away. I'll probably have to mark her again at some point, but yeah, so that's all we were really wanting to do here was just see how that drone comb was turning out, and we're getting honeycomb out of it. Bees are like, oh, okay, yeah, well, we see your drone comb and we raise you honey because we're in a nectar flow. Can I get some smoke right down in here? There we go. All right, but yeah, we're looking pretty good here. I'm pretty happy. They're still building this one out. With how quickly they did on that drone comb, I'm debating giving them another box. We still got a few weeks left in our smoke right here. We still got a few weeks left in our nectar flow. They can make some good progress on that. I was going to pull up one of these outer frames here real quick just to see how they're doing on the sides to see if we need to put in another box. Okay, nothing on that frame. How we doing over here? Not a lot on this frame. Okay. So, oop, as I'm knocking some of them off, that probably upset them a little bit. And they're building up this frame. Okay, so we're probably still a little early to put on a box. I think this frame, or this hive, if I can talk right, is probably just not going to get a honey super this year, but that's okay. All right, and that's all she wrote for this one.
All right.
We are going kind of quick because it's like 95 and very humid. So this one we're going to take a little more time in. We're going to try to check for activity of our queen. Ooh, you're not going to like that.
Big spider?
Yep.
Get him.
Yep, got him.
Oh, what is that a black widow?
Oh, yeah, that's a black widow, I think.
Yep, it is.
That was a black widow. You want to take a little video of that? Got to look out for some unpleasant surprises in your hive. All right. Well, can I get some smoke down there, hon?
I already smoked them once, but.
Oh, did you? Sorry. I didn't hear their typical like we're cleaning ourselves off buzz. All right. Yeah, it looks like one or two of them might have not made through the carnage here. Here we got a dead bee on the top, on the inside, so I wonder if they were fighting off that black widow or something and had a casualty or two.
Woof. Don't like that.
All right, well, on this top one, last week this was a lot of really just nectar, and they had like the bottom halves of each of these frames were into they were making them into brood, mostly drone, which is why we dropped a drone comb in here. But for the most part, as we lift these up, don't be surprised if you see just tons and tons of honey. They had already done this before I had put the medium box down there, so to some might sit here and go, oh, it's because you have a medium, so they're treating it as this as a super. It's like, yes, sort of.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that is a pretty hefty frame. I had to pull the one on from middle, like one in, because I didn't have enough room to get my tool in there on the other. So they do have drone on the bottom and some capped brood, but where the capped brood has already hatched, they are putting in, they're just going ahead and putting it in with nectar. So looking all good there. I do see what appears to be a swarm cell.
Uh-oh.
You see that on the bottom?
This one?
Yep. I'll look that up for you. Yeah. And we'll flip that.
Oh,
Oh,
phone enough to tell if I'm even in the right area, but
yeah. I just saw a small hive beetle and some bees chasing it.
oh,
So don't be surprised if you see.
need to take that phone cell off.
I was gonna check to see if it was charged.
I don't think so.
All right, yeah, go ahead and grab it. It's just one, so that might just be kind of gauging a general how are we feeling about doing this kind of swarm cell. Trying to see where that small hive beetle ran off to. A bee was chasing it, so it was probably trying to corral it. So, okay, well, we're gonna put this one down on the side here, so mind your feet. I'm trying to not crush any bees at the same time.
Oh, we just dropped some grass in there. They'll get it out.
Yeah. So again, not seeing a whole lot of evidence of the queen. I mean, seeing capped brood, which is totally fine. They've really just turned this into a super here, but yeah, more capped brood, and again, what has hatched, they're packing with nectar. Which, all right, a lot of capped brood still. Again, same kind of story. More nectar in there. Some bee bread which is pollen and nectar together. That's like them getting ready to eat it or feed it to their young. A lot of capped brood that's probably gonna hatch. So this is one of those things, people might think that this is a spotty brood pattern. I'm not terribly worried about it because it takes multiple frames to figure out what's spotty. But to me, this looks like that they're hatching and then just getting backfilled. So if you see a frame like this, don't panic too much. Look at the hive as a whole and see how they're doing. I think a lot of beekeepers, that's probably one of the things you need to just keep in mind is looking at things, the big picture, not just one frame. Speaking of looking at one in particular frame, this is our drone comb, which they're getting to work on.
This one looks all drone sized.
Yeah, it's interesting that this one is not growing as quick as that other one, when these guys have historically been building comb out faster, which is just kind of interesting to note. Yeah. So, working on that, we'll just let that be for a little bit. So the reason for drone comb is mites are kind of a plague to bees. The mites don't kill them. It's usually the diseases with them. But you can control mites because they like the bigger cells that the drones come in. So you can put a drone comb in there, let the bees build it up, let the queen lay there, and then take that frame out and freeze it.
Once it's capped over.
Once it's capped over, and you'll kill a ton of mites in your hive and kind of reduce their population.
A queen cup?
It looks like a queen cup, yeah. Which is not charged.
Maybe another one at the bottom. A couple of them.
Oh, yep, swarm cells. Good eye, hon, good eye. None of them are charged. I see 3 of them. So that is something we probably need to keep an eye out. I'm seeing 4-day-old larvae. So the queen's got to be here because I haven't been here in 4 days. So.
Good.
So.
Need to
yeah.
grab those.
Or just crush them, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah. And then if you can get that one on the top.
All right, ladies. Whoops.
Yeah, that's all right.
Uncapped some honey.
That's all right. They'll cap that.
They'll cap that back up.
So actually, I might, just keep a good eye out for any queens here. I gotta get the sun out of them, or my head from my light here. Got the sun right behind me. So we've seen 4-day-old. So technically, I mean, we got check mark that our queen is present. So yeah, look at the size difference here between like one of these smaller ones, right, at the corner, and then I got a bee like that, which just has a larger abdomen right here at the corner of my hive tool, to where it's like, kind of fakes you out at first because she's like just so much bigger than the other ones, and I kind of think that's just the difference in drone cells sizes. but I do see some eggs in here, so I do have to make sure I'm being very, looking for a queen. So I've got some brand new eggs pretty much down in there. Maybe a day or two old. Okay, so here's a good example. I'll just put that down. Where'd it go? There was a mite on the abdomen of a bee that was in one of these cells right around here. And I just lost her right here at the corner of my hive tool. That's what a mite looks like on a bee. So mites are something you can't really get rid of entirely. They come back, right? It's one of those things, but you try to just knock them down as much as possible to not just to not kill off your hive. So that's really the first one I've seen on a bee. Sorry, I'm just doing a good check because I see newish eggs, just making sure my queen isn't on here because I haven't seen her in a hot minute. Speaking of hot minutes, it is hot out.
Oh my goodness, I'm dripping.
Well, I'm sorry, hon.
That's okay.
All right, well.
There's a bee crawling on my face shield and I felt like she was judging me
for being sweaty.
Hot and sweaty.
Yeah, so you can have laying workers in a hive even with a healthy queen. A lot of times the bees will just get rid of the eggs because a laying worker will only lay males. And oftentimes more than one egg in a cell and that sort of thing. So
yeah,
get some smoke down in here.
And the queen pheromones will prevent them from starting to lay.
Can I get a little more? Just right down. Yeah. Yeah. So the queen pheromone kind of suppresses their laying ability, but you can still get them. But yeah, I'm not seeing multiple eggs in a cell. That's usually an indication that you have a laying queen.
Laying worker.
Or laying worker, I'm sorry. Thank you.
We want a laying queen.
Yes, we do. Okay, a lot of new egg activity in here. Let's see if I can get some good sunlight for you. Try to point that out there. So that's good stuff there. So again, got to keep my eye out for a queen. Of course, I see a lot of bees on top of each other, which is always how it seems to go when I'm looking for my queen.
You got me to help. This looks like all honey on this side.
Yeah. So yeah, we are officially out of the brood chamber on this side. I'll just do one final check for a queen because there are some bees here in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really seeing her. All right. Well, again, seeing good new eggs, so less worried about a queen issue because I'm seeing that. So I think we can go ahead and I don't want to disturb them too much and it's hot, so don't want to disturb us too much. So we'll probably
skip on down.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and pull this off.
Just clean off all that spider web so nobody thinks it's a good idea to carry on with that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was the web that the colonel knocked down.
That might have been. Yeah. Just trying to tighten all these up. Enough. All right. Let's crack this baby open. I would kind of like to know where my queen is. Namely because I'm gonna move this medium hive. And what I want to do is put a queen excluder under it. But if I don't know where my queen is, I can essentially lock her in there, which isn't the end of the world. Because I just need to look for where new eggs are and then I can figure out where my queen is. And if it's only for a week, if she has plenty of room to lay here, I might just do that. We'll see. We'll see what we come up with. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Try to get these. I need to really, I keep saying this, I need to shave down my J hook. The hook part is just a little too large. So yeah, this is the outermost one. They are starting to fill it out, so pretty good.
Hard to see on this yellow foundation.
Yeah.
Compared to the black.
Yeah, definitely. The same with the eggs. Rather difficult to see on a yellow foundation.
Doesn't seem like these are as stuck together. Although I'm seeing it's propolis on the ends.
Yeah.
It's warm, so the propolis is probably gooey.
Yeah, very gooey.
Really hard.
Mm-mm.
It's like wet cement instead of dry cement.
Yeah.
Working on that pretty nicely there.
Yeah, they're getting there. Being the second from the outermost. One end from the outermost, however you want to say it. All right. All right. We got a good amount of nectar, pollen, and bee bread, I think, going in there. Looks like there's some liquid in with that pollen. On that side. And similar. Sorry, I'm trying to get my head away for this shot. Well, one of those things you don't think it's difficult to do when you have a cowboy hat on. But it is kind of nice to have on a hot summer day. Keeps the sun off you.
Lighting, not lightning.
Alright, a lot more pollen and nectar. I'm not seeing any eggs.
Not a bad thing.
No, because if this super is nothing but nectar and such, I'm just going to go ahead and, put a queen excluder on, and my queen probably wouldn't be here because she's, got no evidence of it. But that was a hornet. Hornet. Hornets are out hunting for the honey.
I think it saw that it was going into a whole hive and went, whoop, let me get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out.
All right.
That one right in the grab spot.
Yeah, and it walked into it. Okay, so we do have a little bit of drone comb here. You can see that raised up. And a big old drone walking around.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's like
It's almost like a bumblebee.
Yeah.
Good grief. Chonker.
All right. And then pollen and nectar on this side. Look at that. Yeah, that drone is massive.
Wow.
That is bigger than the normal ones we saw. He must come from a different hive. I don't know.
Everything's bigger in Texas, I guess.
Just doing a cursory check. Seeing mostly nectar in here, so again, good stuff to see. Of course, we do run the risk if we don't know exactly where our queen is, if she happens to be in this box somewhere. If we are like, oh, it's all honey in there, she won't have a place to lay.
I mean, I hope that was with you.
All right. It looks like some in the bottom there. We have some drone larvae, and then we have some good green and red and yellow and orange pollen. So I think the color of the month is green. So I don't think we've seen that one before. So whatever makes green pollen is in bloom right now, and my girls are getting it.
Yeah. Oh, look at all these action.
Yeah, so I think we're in a good spot to put this up above us. I just want to do a final, keep checking through it just to make sure the queen's not on here. And then, quite the decision would be, do we keep going and try to look for a queen? Again, we saw like pretty close eggs up on the top in that box, so we could have just missed her. I didn't check every frame super thoroughly, but... Also not seeing any swarm cell activity on these frames. And more nectar. Yeah.
I'm always so amazed by how soon they can put nectar into a very shallow looking cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is rather interesting.
These babies are propolis machines.
Yeah, they are. They're doing that pretty well. So propolis, for those that don't know, is
big chunk of it right there holding that frame where the two frames were together.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, propolis, can I get some smoke? Right down there. Is a kind of an antibacterial, but also like their glue substance. So they feed it to bees when they're sick and all that. So um, that's what we're talking about. It's this kind of, in this, it looks kind of gray brownish, and yeah, you can see that's propolis there. It's very tacky, but you can, some people do kind of collect it and use it. So we are one of those people. All right, I'll just kind of scrape it off over here. All right, so yeah, not really seeing. Ooh, I see a small hive beetle though. But you see right down there, the bees are trying to corral it.
Get him.
But it's trying to. Oh, yep. See, that bee just saw it, and yep, he's going.
Get him. Get him, Gray.
Yeah.
Get him.
She's like, guys, help! Oh, all right.
Get him.
This is where the flat. If you have those hooks that have a 90-degree flat instead of this way, it bends the other way, so it gives you a wide edge. That's what's helpful for that. But that was interesting to see that bee. Here, I'll flick it off here. Did it fall?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of interesting to see a bee essentially go into combat mode and then get distracted just as easily. Like be at ADD or ADHD or something. One of those D's and A's.
Load it out of her designated
We're playing
square.
We're playing zone defense. That was out of my zone.
Exactly. Like, hey, I'm only responsible.
It's not man to man, it's All right, can I get some right down in there, just all the whole way across? There you go. So yeah, I mean, pretty pleased here. I didn't see any new activity from the queen in this box, so I think she's not here. We'll go ahead and pull this box off. And I don't know, how you feeling, honey? You want to do the bottom box?
I want to look for Queenie. I mean, we got to pull this box off anyway.
Right, but so you want to go through all the 10 frames there?
Hopefully we can find the queen pretty quickly.
Okay.
So
trying to figure out where I want to put it.
On top of this one?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to do some magic to swap them around here. So there we go. All right, still looking for the queen. All right. All right. Oh. Yeah, that comb had built out a little bit on the sides here. All right, let's see what we got. So a lot of capped comb, or capped brood. Drones here on my right, your left. And drones in that lower right. Of course, now the sun comes out. As we're through the brood chamber pretty much. I'm seeing a lot of pollen on this side. Drone. That helps.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of they pulling in some serious pollen. Some capped over brood here. So I kind of think that queen. Oh, I got a swarm cell in the bottom center there towards you.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Yep. Nothing in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that queen was in that top box somewhere, and we might have just missed her.
Yeah, not seeing any eggs or really young larvae.
Not really seeing a spot for it. Well, and we're not even really through the brood chamber, which is interesting, because that's like the middle of the hive here. What do you think? Should we keep going? Keep trying to find her?
Even if we just pop them up and video them real quick.
Yeah.
We can look back on inside.
Okay. Seeing mostly pollen. Okay.
All right. It is a balancing act between getting things done quickly and moving slow enough that the bees don't get upset, because quick movement is not something bees like. There she is.
Oh yeah, and she's still got a lot of her.
Oh yeah.
A lot of her dots still on there.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I'm going to hold this for a second because she is right next to the crush zone, so I just want to make sure she moves on to a nicer spot. Greener pastures, well, not greener pastures. That would be the wrong thing.
No, yeah, maybe it'd be the wrong. All right,
we're gonna
good. All right, we're gonna button this puppy up.
Yeah. Can I get some smoke down here? And on that other side. Okay.
Yes, yes, we are gonna close it on up, girls.
All right.
Okay. Whew, we can sleep good tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, I didn't see her on my last inspection, and now we know she's in this box, so we just put the other box on top, and then the queen excluder on, and she'll be in the bottom box, and we will have a honey super. Once all those drone hatch out of the honey super. I'm gonna really just try to push this one up to get myself enough space, and I'm just gonna need a ton of smoke just all in there.
Oh yeah, look at all of them.
And there's the cone's built out a little bit, so I don't have as much room.
You want to reach down in there with? Oh, that cone. Okay.
That comb right
I
there.
thought you meant there was comb on the outside wall.
No, so fun fact about like wonky comb and things is the bees they have this concept called bee space, which is anywhere between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch. It's so a bee can work back to back on one frame to the next. And if you have a dip in foundation like this isn't fully developed, they'll build up the other side to fill in that bee space. So almost like those frames always have to go together. So you hear that that sound, hun? Can I get a ton of smoke here? They are
closing it up, girls. We're closing it up.
They just got real upset. Okay, that's good. All right, we got that. Handy dandy queen excluder. This will keep our queen out of this top box. And then you can go ahead and put that box right on top there, hon.
All right. I've been grabbing it for you.
I got you.
You got gloves.
Yep, I got you.
I'm just a little nervous.
I got you. There you go. There you go. All right, and that's all there is to it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, the drones that hatch out of here won't be able to get through the queen excluder. We'll come back like in a week or so, and they'll probably have all hatched, and we can let them out of there. But good stuff. We're going to go ahead and just button this up, but that's really all there is to this video. Again, I appreciate y'all for watching. This is Ethan with Beware Beekeeping. Please drop us a like, subscribe, all that other stuff, you know, every YouTuber in the world asks you for. It does help out a lot since we're just kind of getting going. We do appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.